Angela Simmons, I would say she was raised like a princess in a life of hip-hop royalty. The niece of Russell Simmons and the daughter of Rev Run from the legendary Run DMC. Run DMC not only putting on for Hollis Queens, but one of the early successful hip-hop groups. Angela is now catching heat for showing up to the BET Awards with a purse shaped like a weapon and pointed it as she posed on the red carpet. Since she came out and apologized for her poor choice and behavior on the red carpet,
I didn't have any intentions of ruffling anyone's feathers. It seems like everyone's, or a couple of people, I'll say, are a little upset, but
we're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. For a long time, Angela had the image of the good girl, but her life changed a bit when she got involved with a street dude, a pookie with a criminal background and known for past drug dealing activities. She got pregnant by him after claiming to be a virgin for like 30 years. While she was pregnant, the couple got engaged back in April 2016. She had the baby 5 months later in September 2016, and before the year was out, she announced they had already broke up. 2 years later, her baby daddy was deleted at his home after an argument with a man over money. The suspect was convicted and sentenced to life in prison.
Tennyson is the ex-fiancée of Angela Simmons. The two had a son together, and Simmons is the daughter of Joseph Rev Run Simmons, a founding member of Run DMC. Smith testified a witness who works in cabinetry was at Tennyson's home to discuss a project on November 3rd. A car pulled up out front. Tennyson and the man who drove up shook hands, and then the witness heard an argument.
Based on the witnesses, the defendant told the decedent that he owed him money.
The witness told police Tennyson began walking toward his garage with his back to the man. He told police he then witnessed the man shoot Tennyson several times before hearing even more shots.
Angela moved on. She was having issues finding a man, so she finally gave Memphis rapper Yo Gotti a chance, who expressed he had a crush on her in his 2015 hit song, Down in the DM.
And I did follow Angela Simmons.
Here at the Rio want to give you the opportunity to woo her.
Boy, I got a crush on Angela Simmons.
We know, because when you put a woman in your song, you're feeling it, okay? Yeah. So we want you to look right into the camera if you want to say something, because we're going to get her to respond to you this way, okay? So tell her how you feeling. Go ahead,
Yo. Hey, yo, what's poppin', Angela? This your boy, Yo Guy. You know what it is. But I feel like you're a BB, you're a boss and a beauty, so I need you on the team, you know what I'm saying?
In all honesty, what is it about Angela Simmons that you like? She's obviously a beautiful girl. What makes...
I just think, I come from a certain culture in the street, and I always like the good girls, you know what I'm saying?
She is a good girl.
Yeah, I always had something about good girls. I've been in enough trouble myself.
That song came out back when she was still with her ex. After years of ignoring him and even friend-zoning him, Angela and Yo Gotti finally announced their relationship in 2023. All of a sudden, Yo Gotti wasn't so bad after all. Fast forward to the 2024 BET Awards. She stepped out in this dress. I don't know if you step back, the designs in the dress kind of seemed like it was inspired by maybe a bedazzled bandana. I don't know, that part is up for interpretation. But one thing that was very clear was the purse. The purse was shaped like a gun, and she held it up like one too. That's the most cringe part of it all. When I saw it, I was like, what in the Tia Mowry is going on? Or more like, what in the Chrissy Epstein-Teigen is going on? It really looked like something stupid Chrissy would do and would have John Legend standing right next to her condoning it. In this case, Yo Gotti was standing there looking goofy like how John Legend is always looking. If nobody else told her, you should have told her. You knew she was looking crazy when you saw her. Before she walked out of the room, you should have said something. Yes, somebody had to tell her something. Like, put that mess down. Don't let her go out there looking like a dweeb, embarrassing herself and you. That's what should have happened. I'm sorry, somebody around these people should be able to tell them the truth. This is silly. But then I thought back to a few weird photos over the last year or two of this couple, and Gotti is always looking super awkward with this chick. And quiet as it's kept, Angela is always looking super awkward with anybody. But yeah, this one right here was just stupid. People started calling her out for one doing this on the BET red carpet, questioning why would she even show up to an event like that. There's no way she would have done this at the Grammys. Pointing pistol purses at the camera like a fool, looking like a wannabe Pookeisha. Nah, she would have never done that. On top of that, with your ex-fiance losing his life over gun violence, and then just months ago, earlier this year, Gotti lost his brother after he was gunned down in Memphis. His brother was an executive at his label and heavily involved in his businesses. Not to mention what happened to Run DMC's Jam Master Jay over 20 years ago. I'm saying years and years of a lot of traumatic events involving this type of violence surrounding the both of them. It was just off and distasteful. And you already know her daddy had to call her because she was doing too much. He went in there and typed up her apology letter from his favorite spot, at least in my head. You can pause and read her apology here, but she released a statement and also went live to address the situation.
So I see a lot of conversation around the bag, the purse I wore to the awards, and normally I don't address like rumors and stuff, but I'm not like that. Never been like that. I'm not violent. I've obviously been through a lot in my personal life when it comes to gun violence, and it's very personal to me, but I just liked the bag and I thought it was cool and I thought it was a fashion moment, and that was it. I didn't have any intentions of ruffling anyone's feathers. It seems like or a couple of people, I'll say, are a little upset, but I don't mean no harm. I'm super, super peaceful, and yeah, I'm sorry if it bothered anyone, but that's not me. That's just not how I am.
Obviously, Angela, she got with Yo Gotti. She's trying to drop the preacher's daughter image. Sometimes, they can be the worst ones. Always rebelling or trying to prove a point. Really, she's just guilty of doing too much and looking like a goofball at the same time. Listen, I don't want to see anything happen to Angela. I think she should just be careful of what she's bringing into her life and her son's life. It's a lot going on, that energy. And some would even argue a dark cloud hanging over Gotti's head. I believe being goofy and naive while moving in circles like that, where in my opinion is dangerous and she shouldn't even be there in the first place. But hey, that's a whole different topic for another day. When she got with the Pookie baby daddy, I was wondering back then, what was Angela doing? She came up in a privileged lifestyle with access to better. It just wasn't adding up for me. But by now, after all these years, we see Angela is trying very hard to play Nunu from ATL, and in my opinion, that role just isn't for her. And if the whole BET Award situation wasn't cringe enough, Angela released an ad to promote some vegan fried Oreos that she's going to be selling. To promote the new venture, she jumped in a tub filled with Oreos. She was just doing too much to be appealing, but only ended up making another awkward moment. So all over social media, you had people clowning her. The ad would have been just fine if she was just in bed eating her Oreos, with clothes on, not trying to wear a Magic City uniform and then cover everything up with Oreos. It's weird. She's doing way too much to come off as a wannabe IG model. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this below. Shout out to Whitney, Donald, Dark Power, and L. Smith. I appreciate you all for your support. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.